Firstly, before I even start, can I just say how amazing does my new wife look today? So if you'd have said to me 5 years ago that I'd be stood up here in front of all of you marrying Holly Metcalf, now Wade, I would have laughed at you. But I think things do really happen for a reason, and we'll come on to a little bit about that a little bit later on. Holly May, Holster, Hollywobs, Wobs, Babe, Baby. Some of the names I call you. Well, today I get to add a new one to that list. My wife. At this point, I just really start by telling you about how we met, but to be quite honest with you, we both don't really know, do we? We think it was around 12 or 13 years ago when we were in box, although in them days we were quite pissed, and not a lot has changed, to be honest. We started casually dating for a while, and we'd go out and Holly would come back to mine. She'd be sick, I'd hold her hair, I'd make her a drink, a couple of slices of toast, and generally run around after her. Again, nothing really changes. And then things came to an end, because I wanted to be Billy Big Bollocks and see other people. Fast forward to October 2020, I was making Yorkshire puddings, wasn't I, Strudels, in my flat, when this beautiful blonde bombshell ran past, and I thought, I remember that bottom anywhere. It was Holly.
The day that Callum brought you to meet us, and you came to Bedford Green and you met us, Chloe, the two dogs. We basically come as a baggage at Bedford Green. It was a late Sunday afternoon before Christmas, and I remember this because we drank Baileys, and we only ever have Baileys in at Christmas. And it was only a few months ago that Holly said to me, I actually don't really like Baileys, Joe, but I only did it to make you like me. And that is you to a T, Holly May. You are so easygoing, you are a pleasure to be around, and I honestly knew, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I knew you were Callum's person. He was just himself around you, and he looked so happy and comfortable with you, and I knew that day he had found his one, and that's all I wanted for him. Thank you for loving my boy and accepting him for just the way he is. And Callum, you've cracked it. Welcome to our blended family, Holly. We've adored you from day one. Today, we just make it official. Callum George Wade, you have been one of the sweetest blessings in my life. You were born on a bright March Sunday spring morning, the clocks went forward and you have been lighting up rooms ever since. From your first breath, you had my heart. I heard something the other day that you don't have children when you want them, but when you need them. I was 21, I was slightly lost, and then you came along. 8 pounds, 14 ounces, yeah. And my life changed forever. The day you were born, holding you for the first time and looking down at this beautiful little boy that I'd created, I remember pausing and thinking just how completely happy I was. You made my life complete. To say that I'm proud of you, Callum, just doesn't feel enough. I admire you, I love you, I adore you, and the selfless ray of sunshine human that you are. Callum, as your mum, I only wanted to give you 2 things: roots and wings. Your roots are strong, you have a strong sense of family responsibility and commitment. Your wings, I've been holding onto your wings for a while now, slowly letting go since your 18th, since your 21st, and even more so since you met Holly. Well, my darling, today's the day. Can we all say congratulations to my son Callum and my new daughter-in-law Holly?
George Wade, take Holly May Metcalf here present to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Holly May Metcalf, take Callum George Wade here present to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
I, Callum George Wade,
take you, Holly May Metcalf,
take you, Holly May Metcalf,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
Holly, I promise to love you always,
Holly, I promise to love you always,
to be true to you alone,
to be true to you alone,
to share happiness and sorrow,
to share happiness and sorrow,
to honour you,
to honour you,
and show respect at all times.
to show respect at all times.
I promise to care for you always,
I promise to care for you always.
and keep our love and friendship as it is today.
Say that again, sir. Sorry.
And to keep our love and friendship
And to keep our love and friendship
as it is today.
as it is today.
Please share my hopes
Please share my hopes
and my dreams always.
and my dreams always. Thank you. Sad.
I, Holly May Metcalf,
Take you, Callum George,
take you, Callum George Wade,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
Callum, I promise to love you always,
Callum, I promise to love you always,
to be true to you alone,
to be true to you alone,
to share happiness and sorrow,
to share happiness and sorrow,
to honour you
to honour you
and show respect at all times.
and show respect at all times.
I promise to care for you always
I promise to care for you always
and keep our love and friendship
and to keep our love and friendship
as it is today.
as it is today.
Please share my hopes and dreams
Please share my hopes and dreams
always.
always.
So we now come to the giving of the wedding rings. This is the traditional and ancient way of sealing the contract you have made, and is the outward sign of the lifelong promises you have made to each other. And it's also Stu's really big moment.
Yeah! Woo!
There you go, guys.
Take Holly's ring.
Yes, my hands are really sweaty.
Yep. Mine too.
Oh, you don't take that
No, I
yet?
don't.
Oh, sorry.
Say these words out. Holly, I give you this ring.
Holly, I give you this ring
As a token of our marriage.
as a token of our marriage, and as a symbol, and as a symbol of all that we share.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
There we go.
You're
Round of applause for Stu. Say these words. Callum, I give you this ring.
Callum, I give you this ring
As a token of our marriage.
as a token of our marriage
And as a symbol
and as a symbol
of
of all that we share.
one.
Tight. It's a bit tight, but we'll be all right.
It's not coming on.
No.
It is my privilege and indeed my pleasure to tell you are now lawfully married. Congratulations.
It's strange though, don't you think, that if you give me a microphone, Muppets come out. If you give Callum Wade a microphone, Robbie Williams fucking turns up.
Me with the floor shot, kick with the gout, joking.
I can't do Robbie Williams, but as one of his best mates recently said, this is my idea of a very nice day out. Mrs. Holly Mae Wade. How's that sound?
Not right.
Holly Mae, as the baby girl of the family, you've been wonderful. Challenging, but wonderful. You look stunning today, Holt.
Thank you.
And you've truly grown into a beautiful, caring, and precious young lady. Take that without crying. Most of the credit for that, I'm sure, should go to your mum.
No. Even.
Although I might take honours for the foul language and drinking habits. There is, behind this cool, calm exterior, a very proud dad.
Oh.
Mr. Callum Wade, welcome officially to the family, young man.
Thank you.
I think you've really adapted well to the Metcalfe madness. Examples being the red wine test on numerous occasions. Becoming an expert skier,
Yeah.
albeit a bit fucking freestyle.
Quite good.
Yeah. And learning much improved dancing skills. All of which I'd like to take credit for, by the way. This is the bit where I'm meant to offer some words of wisdom and advice. Oof. Not really sure how I do that, as I still don't know what I've learned through all these years of marriage. Sorry, dear. What I will say is that Mum and I will always be there for you. Whatever you need, apart from money, because I've none left. I'm scared. Does anybody buy me a bit later? It's pure coincidence, of course, but 35 years ago tomorrow, 19th of May 1989, Karen and I got married. It seems like yesterday, Karen told me to put that in. But albeit I'm battered and bruised, we can't do without each other.
No, you can't.
We can't come. I hope you two will be as happy as we've been, and still are, of course.
Maybe.
Genuinely though, you two, make the most of it. Time really does fly. Make sure you laugh together, cry together, fall out, make up. Don't try to be anything other than you two, because you absolutely fit together. We wish you both all the happiness in the world. On that note, can I ask you to raise a glass, please? To Mr. and Mrs. Callum and Holly Wade.
Dad, how many times have you cried today? You love nothing more than a family gathering. You're the greatest dad. I just need to beat on the bench press. To my mum, my bestest friend in the whole wide world. When I was writing this speech, I was thinking about the word love and what it means. And Mum, you are the definition. You always taught me to show my emotions, to always be patient, to listen, to be kind, just like you are every single day. Mum and Dad, thank you for making me the man I am. I hope I've done you proud and continue to make you proud. I'll always still be your little boy. The first time Holly told me she loved me, and she told me first, we were at a meal in Harrogate for Dougie's birthday. And shock horror, she'd had a few wines. We were sat outside this lovely restaurant and she uttered the 3 words, I love you. And then fell on her face. And then from that moment I knew that I was going to marry this girl.
It's great to see that you've both gone from Yorkshire puddings to giving each other ratings out of 10 in the living room on how well you've been doing throughout the week. 7! But in all seriousness, again, I couldn't be prouder to be standing here today as Callum's best man and to witness this great couple get married. You both are amazing people, and I speak on behalf of everyone here that we couldn't be happier for you both. I can't imagine how proud everyone on this top table must be feeling. So on that note, if you could all raise a glass? Don't raise that! Raise a glass for the new Mr. and Mrs. Wade!
Genuinely have never loved anyone as much as I love you. People say to you that it is the best day of your life, and I always thought, well, all it is you just get pissed and put a ring on the finger. But genuinely, this has been the best day of my life so far, and I can't wait to do life with you. At the start of this speech, I said everything happens for a reason. I truly believe that 12, 13 years ago, that we weren't meant to be. And we've come together and things have happened for a reason, and today we're truly meant to be. So please, ladies and gentlemen, raise a glass and stand up and toast to my new wife, Holly Wade. Cheers.